Hey guys, got a special video for you today. This was a salvage job that we did a couple days ago in Cohassett. We originally got a call and we weren't sure of the situation, so we headed over there to check it out, and we quickly learned that we had a 20-foot vessel capsized at the mooring. This chart here shows the location of the capsized vessel. It was well out of the navigable waters, and I had a tough time finding it at first, but with a little bit of help from the owner, I was able to locate it. The footage you're seeing right now is from the day before we did the salvage. It was getting late, it was very windy out, and I know that sometimes conditions don't translate well over video, but it was not ideal conditions. I was by myself, getting dark soon, and conditions were too rough to start this now, so we just made a plan for the next day. So here you can see a close-up of the boat. It was a T-top, a center console, and in very shallow water, so the T-top at this point very well could have been on the bottom. You'll see later when we raise the boat that the T-top was destroyed as a result of being upside down on the bottom. Okay, so this is the following day. We have two guys. It's early in the morning and the tide is high, so we have enough water to at least approach the boat. If you saw the chart in the beginning of the video, at low tide we would not be able to get in there, so we needed the high tide, so we started early. And as you can see, still windy, but a nice crisp October day here in New England. Okay, so we eventually got on scene, and what I'm doing right now is I'm looking to see if I can find the anchor line. So the boat wasn't on a mooring, an anchor was thrown. So I'm trying to see if I can hook the line. I thought I saw a line, but as you can see here, it ends up just being a dock line. So in the meantime, we tie off to that dock line so that we can become tethered to the boat and, you know, get ready and start the process.
You want to tie to that for now?
Okay, so right now I am getting into a wetsuit. I'm not going to use scuba gear. What I'm doing now is just seeing if I can get down under the boat, investigate the condition of the T-top, see if I can find the anchor line, and just get a general assessment of what's going on before we decide how we're going to approach this. I'll have two main goals once I get in the water. One is to attach a thicker tow line to the boat, and the other is to find the anchor line.
Ready?
Nothing like taking an ice cold dip in the Atlantic to wake you up in the morning. At this point, we had a thick tow line tied to the bow trailer eye of the boat, and the anchor line was cut. So the plan is now to tow the vessel into deeper water, attach a roll line, and then we're going to do what's called a PARBUCKLE maneuver, where the boat is rolled from being capsized or turtled back into its upright position. So here you see us towing the boat upside down into deeper water where we can perform this PARBUCKLE maneuver.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm getting ready to get in the water to attach the roll line to the stern of the boat.
That was the high side, right?
Once the roll line is attached, we'll maneuver ourselves so that the boat is perpendicular behind us. We'll keep tension on the roll line, and as the boat starts to right itself, we'll ease tension on the roll line, and the boat will swing back and be in its intended position. Also, as a reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Like the video, share them with your friends. It means a lot, and it really helps me out and gets me out past the YouTube algorithm. So every little bit helps, and I really appreciate all you guys. Thanks. You can really hear the wind whipping, and also there are some beautiful landscapes in Cohassett.
Jim,
Yeah.
the whole center console is broken off.
Gone?
No, but it's connected by steering cables,
Alright.
and it's an outboard.
Alright, we'll see what happens. Alright, that's tied in?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to get back in the boat and help organize the lines here the way we like them, and then we will do the PARBUCKLE maneuver to right the capsized vessel.
So, I'll try to
what you're about to see now is the PARBUCKLE maneuver. We will give the boat forward engine. Tension will be taken up on the roll line and the tow line. The boat will be righted, and then tension will be eased on the roll line. The next step in the process is to continue to go forward relatively quickly in order to let some water drain out of the back of the boat. Especially with boats like this one with a low cut transom, most of the time you can get a lot of water out just by continuing forward quickly and letting the boat do the work for you. We ran into a bit of a snag because the center console and T-top were hanging to one side, and that was causing the boat to list in an unnatural way and allowing water to stay in the boat, and every time we slowed down, the boat would just start to drop in the water again and we'd lose it. So what I'm doing now is getting onto the boat, and I'm going to pull the center console and T-top back to the middle of the boat in order to get the correct weight distribution, and then we'll continue to dewater it.
Oh, sorry.
So here you see me attempt to bring the center console and T-top back into the boat. It's heavy, it's awkward, a lot of broken aluminum and fiberglass, so it was pretty precarious, but managed to get it done unscathed. So what I'm doing now is trying to secure the T-top in the middle of the boat. I'm using a dock line, and I'm going to tie around one of the aluminum stanchions and then back up to the bow cleat. And once we do that, the next step will be to dewater the boat some more, pump it out with an electric pump, and then bring it to the ramp for haul out. My boss is throwing me a jump pack and an electric pump. The jump pack just serves as 12-volt power, and we have some bilge pumps with some pool vacuum hose that we use to get down in the bilges there. And in this case, I also noticed as I went back there to get to the engine well that the deck drains had the plugs in them still, so that was causing us to not be able to dewater it as much. So I go back there, I find those drain plugs in, I unplug them, and then the deck drains allow a lot more water to come out as well. So what's happening now is we're trying to get as much water out of the boat as we can. I'm having trouble getting into the engine well because of the deck hatch, and it still has some water on top, so I needed a deck key or a wrench or something. So you'll see a little bit later in the video, I eventually get the deck hatch off, we get a pump in there, we fully dewater the boat and get it to the ramp.
That running? That going yet? No?
I'll hop on.
So right now I'm setting up the electric pump. We have the boat alongside and we're heading down into Cohassett's inner harbor. We're just attaching the clips from the bilge pump to our batteries to get it running. And then we'll take the boat to the ramp here in Cohassett and our job will be complete. So I had the 360 camera set up on top of the boat and I didn't see that the battery had died. So this is me on my cell phone. We had gotten the boat onto the trailer at this point, and just a final look at the damage and what the boat actually looked like. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the videos with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.